Hey guys, we got some info yesterday regarding what is coming in the December and January updates. Instead of doing a dev update video like Darren and Zach have done in the past, Darren wrote a blog instead, and I'll go over some of the key points of what we can expect in the upcoming December and January updates. As always, I'll leave a link in the description below to the whole article for your viewing pleasure. If you have been following my streams or channel for a while, you probably have already heard me talk about how we are supposed to be getting stat/perk rerolling options in December, along with a way to purchase items from a vendor similar to Xur in Destiny. The purchasable items is definitely coming, as I'll go over it in a few, but I don't see a specific mention from Darren regarding the stat/perk rerolling option that most of us were hoping for. So, hopefully it's still coming. Anyway, let's dig into some of the new features coming next month. They will be adding an event currency store where you will be able to purchase event-specific items with event currency. You can take your event currency, an example, candy or tickets or whatever other options come in the near future, and either spend them on event llamas like we do now or event items. When I talked to them in a stream a few months back, it wasn't going to be every item in the game, obviously, but there's going to be special event heroes and weapons, and they might even add just regular items to that shopping list during that event, and then it'll cycle new items on the following event. Hero Rarity Evolution is also coming in December, which will allow us to gradually level the hero up and evolve them into higher rarities. So, for example, an uncommon green hero could be leveled all the way up and evolved into a legendary. But so far, they've only mentioned this working for heroes, not for schematics. So traps and guns will not have this option as of right now, unless it was just unmentioned. Another big popular request that is happening is the ability to access our inventory from everywhere. However, they don't mention if we will be able to craft or not everywhere. If we can craft while in the main menu, aka the home base screen, then I can see this being a little useful. But honestly, I was never on the train of wanting or requesting this feature. I personally didn't have an issue with crafting in-game, as opposed to in the home base. I did think it was a little weird when I first started playing the game, but it doesn't hinder my gameplay in any way whatsoever. But I don't have an issue with the change either, so if it makes people happy, then good. Then good. All for it. They are also making our inventory management easier somehow. There wasn't a lot of detail on this one. Darren wrote, quote unquote, "You want better ways to manage schematics, survivors, and items, so do we. The first step is context-sensitive menus that allow you to save time when adding those to your collection book, leveling up cards, or evolutions. Going through a Rolodex of menus to favorite your items shouldn't be a hassle." So they're gonna, it sounds like, make things to where we don't have to go through the tabs at the top, which really, I don't know. If it's quicker and easier and everything's more readily available on less screens, that's cool. That's cool. I'll take it. But I don't feel like it's that big of an issue currently, unless I'm missing something big, like when you're looting llamas and you get a mythic lead survivor, but you don't know which ones you already have. Yeah, that sucks. That could be streamlined a little bit better. Maybe that's something that's being addressed in this feature. Coming in January is a quest map. Now, out of everything that's coming, I don't understand this at all. We'll have to wait and see, or if you guys have some theories, please let me know. I'm curious. To me, it's common sense. Questing is common sense. You read a quest, it tells you what you have to do. The game's straightforward. It's not super complex. It's not like you're in an open world MMORPG and it tells you to talk to so-and-so, but it doesn't give you a marker to tell you where to go or what city he's in. Like early adapters to Warcraft. It was very rough to find quest objectives. But everything's been streamlined in lots of games, and this game is simplistic compared to other games. But anyways, again, I'll read word for word what Darren wrote. Maybe you guys can interpret this better than me, but it sounds like some people are definitely having a hard time understanding the quest page, or they can't read their quest objectives, or they don't understand what a quest is, because this new feature sounds pretty redundant to what is already in place. I know how to find my quests. I know what my objective is to do. I know what the reward is going to be. I don't know. Maybe people need automated systems to help them play games. Maybe everyone just thinks they're entitled to every unlockable item in every game in just one session, and it should be automatically done for them. I don't know. We're in a weird era of gamers currently. Here's what Darren wrote on this new feature. You should know where to go and what to do when you play. We want you to be able to easily examine your quests, figure out how to complete them, and see what loot you'll receive. The ability to select and examine future quests so you can plan for them is a specific example of how we see this played out. I don't know. We'll leave it be. I might be ranting on something that's not even relevant. Yeah. Okay, moving on. One of the many things we discuss on my live streams is new in-game features like boss fights and raids and new mission types, new traps, all kinds of good stuff. Well, it sounds like they are working on bosses, and in December, we should start to see mini-bosses. Yeah! Hopefully they are just not brain-dead bullet sponges similar to how Smashers have become ever since Horde Bash. They have a real opportunity here to put a lot of effort into these bosses and mini-bosses, especially if they tie schematics to them or even event currency, or maybe have small mini little loot tables so we can go out and look for specific bosses for certain loot, which could be kind of cool. If these bosses will require a team effort with advanced mechanics, this could really be great. Lastly, it looks like we will be getting a Survival version 2 mode in December. Hopefully, it's a little different than Survive the Storm, maybe a different location or something. I just don't want the exact same mission. A lot of us suffered a lot in all 3 of the 14-day challenges as is, and I can't imagine going back to do it again just for new rewards and quests. It looks like they're going to implement the option to skip days, which will help. I didn't have a lot of issues with Survive the Storm the first time around, so I'm not sure what other changes the community was screaming for, but we will soon find out in December, since it's only just a couple weeks away. And that wraps up all the main features Darren pointed out that is in the pipeline for the next couple of months. I really hope we get some sort of perk re-rolling next month as was previously planned. With the addition of all the new situational perks that were added to the weapons, I would really love to start testing and playing around with a few different combinations. But even with all the llamas that I purchase, I don't even get the rolls to do so. Anyway, that's it for the video. I'm excited to hear about bosses and mini-bosses, especially since Zach and Darren months ago mentioned that they didn't even have plans for raids and or bosses. So, sounds like there's a lot more accelerated changes coming that weren't originally planned this soon. A few personal marketing points before I leave. I stream daily over on Twitch in the late night hours. If you ever wanted to come hang out, chat, or discuss anything, or point out my flaws, or anything. I use Twitter, and we have a Discord channel for news, updates, announcements, daily loot llamas, and BR item shop changes. So feel free to check those outlets out if you're curious. And with that, I'm out. See you all next time. Bye-bye now.